Many people know I became a parent very young in life. It was one of those things at that time. Now everybody can have babies. They don't even call it out of wedlock anymore, right? It's like, oh,
it's just baby.
It's just babies, But at the end of the day, the stigma of it, and it was the church, the places where people want to go to be loved, the place where people want to go and feel acceptance. Because even a friend of mine told me, as a caregiver for her mother with dementia, the church fell short of loving her through that and loving her mother, because her mother was the person that would shout out in church, and they got offended that she would bring her mother knowing she would shout out in church. And this is all religions. I'm not talking about just the United Methodist Church, for all of you who are out there getting all upset. I'm not talking about the United. I'm talking about church. When you have a thing called church, and church is supposed to mean love, acceptance, coming, not tolerate, come as you are. And then you get in that environment, that's the one place you're wanting to connect with God, and people keep you from that because they say you are not acceptable. Because you had a baby at 15, or you were this, or, oh boy, you got gauges in your ears, or you have tattoos, or whatever it may be. And then being gay or whatever is just another thing to add to the sandwich.
Yeah, and the church is the place, it's the place that should be calling out to all of that, right? I mean, and I'm not even going to say, to the broken, to the wounded. It should, right? Because all of us are broken and wounded in a variety of ways. And our identities is not our brokenness.
No.
Our identities is not our brokenness.
Yes.
Our brokenness shows up in the lack of relationship.
Yes.
And the lack of relationship is based on the inability, the unwillingness to allow people to be authentic. In fact, the church rewards inauthenticity. It rewards.
No, it does. It does.
As much as it celebrates mediocrity, it rewards a lack of authenticity.
Yes. The other thing that happens in it is that then the people on the outside looking in, who were wondering, is this a place for me, then see this, and then they never walk through the door. So those little moments, who would want to go join that club? That's what I always said. Who'd want to join that club? And then those moments that we are authentic, they never see. Because there are moments, there are those gym moments, folks, that I always go, oh man, this is a moment. Can we repeat this again and again and again? And then usually not, because we lose the momentum.
As taboo as we make sex and sexuality within the church context, it's the one thing we will not have open conversations about in the church or even in our families. We just don't have those conversations until it suits us, until we decide we want to weaponize it in some way. And I think also, pushing the conversation to the fore, we have to, really be careful not to encapsulate sexuality into sexual acts, right? And so sexual identity is not about sexual acts, right? Because there are people who identify as LGBTQIA+ and have never engaged in any sexual act with anyone ever, right? Because it's their identity. It's who we are, right? And so again, that goes back to, I'm not broken because of my identity. I'm not broken because of who I am. I'm broken because of systems that I participate in that do not validate or accept or appreciate, invite and include me because of who I am.